Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we're taking a look at this pre-sale by popular demand. I'm not sure if it's called Qubetics or Qubetics, right? Is it legit or is it a scam? That's the question that we are always trying to answer on the channel, right? So Qubetics, what is it? They're saying it's the world's first layer 1 Web3 aggregated ecosystem that unites leading blockchains, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and more. Qubetics network is redefining blockchain technology. We aim to build a highly efficient, self-sustaining ecosystem designed to effortlessly manage a large number of transactions. And they are also talking about zero gas fees as well, which is something that is interesting, right? So this one, for just a regular crypto investor, they are boasting a lot of stuff that they're going to be doing. All of this might seem to be really complicated, but there's only one and only one reason why you're here, right? For most of the people, is it a good investment? That's your question. Why? Because they are actually running a pre-sale, right? They are running a pre-sale. So they are running a pre-sale. Phase 10, next phase begins in 5 days and so on. Holders about 4,000. They've raised about $3 million. So you want to know, is this a good investment, right? So for me, any institution or project that is coming up boasting all this stuff, right, they have to have their own money, right? Like if you want to start a bank, you have to have a guarantee with the Reserve Bank of that company, right? Of that country, rather. There are certain requirements for you. You can't just start a bank out of thin air. You need to have certain amounts that you have. So for me, most of these projects, what makes me nervous about these pre-sales, it seems like the pre-sales are purely designed to just be a money grab. And the rest of the other things that are being mentioned is just a story to grab your attention, right? So I'm going to talk about the positive and the negatives that I see of Qubetics, right? Or Qubetics, whichever you call. One of them is these cards here that you see, right? So if you remember the Centratech scandal, Centratech also promised these bank cards, like you're going to do, and they collected tons and tons of cash, and they had a Visa logo, right? And journalists, when people were starting to ask what is going on with this Centratech whole thing, there's actually a show on Netflix. You should actually check it out. Journalists and people started asking Visa about these cards that are being featured on their website. Are you affiliated? Are you in partnership with this Centratech and whatever? And guess what? The Centratech guys, they panicked because they were running a scam, and they went and they removed the Visa, right? So it's quite weird that they are putting cards on here, but they are not showing us who they are affiliated with, right? Is it Visa or MasterCard? They haven't put it because they saw what happened to Centratech, right? So it makes me nervous, right? If they should at least explicitly say we are going to be applying to work with Visa, or we're going to be applying to work with MasterCard or whoever, right, for their platform. But they are just throwing these cards on there, but there's actually no substance behind these cards. For now, it's just an image. Who is going to be backing up the tech behind the cards? Because the purpose of having these cards is basically to convert crypto to fiat in real time for those who are going to adopt this platform and use their cards, right? That's the whole point of having these cards, converting crypto to fiat in real time. And they need to partner up with someone like a Visa or a MasterCard, which currently I do not see, right? And it makes me a bit nervous, right? And also, just generally talking about the whole platform, something positive that I do see about this is they went in through a lot of information. A lot of information has gone in. Even if you take a look at their white paper, right? The white paper is not just some sales marketing pitch, right? It's like a proper white paper where if you really want to go and really check their tech and all that, the tech that they are going, the features that they are going to be having and all that, you can see like they've really gone to lengths, at great lengths, actually ensuring that all that information is there for you in the white paper. Most of the scams that we cover here, the white paper is mainly just a marketing page. It's like 8 pages, right? So in this case, they do tick the box. They've got a proper white paper. Their technology is interesting. It's questionable about these cards that they are showing here, right? Because we did see something similar with Centratech, which was a total scam. right? And everyone within Centratech was actually doxed. I don't see anything about the team, right? If you want me to actually jump even deeper into this, try to investigate about the team. Maybe they might be there. I see that they've got some links on here, so they might have some links here on YouTube. We can check if we can see anything about the team, because these days we do see like there are some projects like the ones that we've covered here, like Block Deck, right? You do see these characters that you don't know, are they really behind the project or are they paid actors? You really don't know, right? So the other thing that I wanted to share about this one is I'm getting the kind of the vibes of Incubator, right? This project is similar to Incubator in many ways, right? If you remember Incubator, it was incubator.ai, but that now is down, right? It's down because these guys scammed everyone. They also were boasting this new technology and all that, and they were boasting what they are going to be doing. All right, and so if you just check here with this incubator, they were talking about I think we believe in transparency, fairness, and community. That's why we have designed our platform to give you access to all information you need. And then we are also introducing a unique system for reward and equity-based NFTs. So whether you are an AI enthusiast and seasoned investor, or simply looking for a new and exciting way to invest your crypto assets, Incubator is the platform for you. I see a lot of similarities between Q Qubetics, right, or Qubetics with Incubator, which turned out to be a total scam, right? It scammed thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions from investors, right? It scammed a whole lot of people, Incubator, right? So that's something also that you need to take into account, which is why it's important for you, right? If you head over to Amazon, I've got this Big Brain Crypto Ego logbook. Affiliate link is in the description, right? It allows you to log up to 70 pre-sales. This is a perfect crypto that you can log, right? And for each and every pre-sale, there are 2 pages. The first page allows you to log pertinent information about the project. For example, the website. Like we're talking about Incubator, it was incubator.ai. And now it's incubator.co. So clearly they've had some issues with the website. Probably they've been reported and the authorities had to shut down the .ai website, and now they've run to the .co. So those are that is pertinent information that you need to actually log in your logbook, right? And you've got also the Schology Evaluation. A project like this, to me, will need definitely to be doxed, right? A project like this will definitely need to be doxed, right? That's one of the ways that I can start to actually even start to believe into the project, because you're boasting all this technology, right? You're not just a meme project, you're boasting a whole lot of stuff that you're doing. So why are you not doxed? And then you hear the people saying, it's absolutely normal in crypto not to be doxed and all that. But if you're taking people's number, net crypto doesn't take anyone's money, right? I'm not saying come and invest into net crypto or whatever, right? I've got this whole huge platform that is going to change the future for everyone. That's not what I'm talking about here, right? So that's one thing. They are not doxed, right? That's a major red flag right there, right? That's a major red flag right there. So you do see they've got some shorts here. So this is the person I believe who is behind this project, right? Okay, so we've got a keynote, right? We've got a keynote, AMA session, and all that. Okay, and they're also saying that they are going to all these other events and all that. So with this one, there are a lot of red flags questions for me that I've got with this one. But remember, the number one thing that we have seen is doxed projects have always turned out to be the worst scams, right? For example, the Centratech that we spoke about and plenty of other doxed projects that we spoke about on this channel have always ended up to be the worst of the worst scams. This one, I'm going to sit right on the fence, right, and give it some more time and do reviews along the way, which is the same thing that I did with Incubator, right? I did not call it a scam outright, right? There were some concerns that I had with Incubator, but as time went on, right, everything started to get revealed and we started to see exactly what is going on. So the golden rule, as I say on the channel, is don't buy during the pre-sale, right? That's the golden rule. So just continuing on. Like I said, the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook, affiliate link in the description. You also get to log the Schology Evaluation. So for example, LinkedIn verified. So we do see now that there are some people who are behind this project. So if you're interested into this one, let me know. I can really go and dig into this. Okay, so Shafi speaks. So Shafi, is that like his real name? Shafi, right? Is that like his real name, Shafi? I'm not sure if it is like his real name. So those are some of the things that we can now start to dive into, right? To check exactly today, does he have a LinkedIn, right? And does it have a track record? Is it a legit LinkedIn, right? So those are some of the information that you get, some of the information that you can actually log, right? And also the value proposition. Here, the value proposition is quite good. They are posting a whole lot of stuff, zero gas fees, cross international transactions, and all that. There is absolutely no trademark infringement, right? And also adoption. That's something that you need to also take note of. Is there an adoption around this, right? So if we just check here, let's see where is the X. They should have. Okay, so it's right at the bottom, I believe. You can check how many people so far are actually following this. So this is X. So let's go and check out how many people are following Qubetics, right? So this is the adoption section. So it's only about 2,000. So it's relatively, so joined December 2023, right? Milestone achieved. We've raised 3 million, a significant leap forward in our journey to revolutionize blockchain technology, right? So this is the hard part for any investor when assessing whether a project is a scam or legit, right? Is this pre-sale that they are doing, is it like a real legit pre-sale where they are actually raising funds to propel forward the platform, or is just a money grab, right? Most of these questions are going to be answered as we move on, right? So what I would strongly suggest right now is don't invest into the pre-sale until they've actually launched. One thing that I also do like is they've got dates, right, on their uh, roadmap. So you can actually keep them accountable to some of the things that they've promised that they are going to do, right? For me, it looks like they are really boasting a lot. Are they going to be able to deliver all of this stuff? We just have to wait and see. So for now, I'm not going to call this an outright scam, but there are a lot of red flags like we've discussed. Like, these cards, are they affiliated with Visa or is it MasterCard, right? Those are some of the questions that you need clarification on from the team. Are you going to be using Visa? Is it MasterCard? Have you applied to partner up with any of them? Because if you're already showing these cards right here at the beginning, it's important information for you as an investor to know, right? So, and also just continuing with this, there's also a launch price tracking, which means once they've actually launched, you can start to track the price, right? Very important, so that you start to understand how these pre-sales actually operate, because this Qubetics is being marketed heavily on social media, right? If you do to invest, or if you invested already, you can just jot down here how much money you paid, the price, how many tokens, and your profit or loss when you decide to sell, and also your emotions at the time of investing. This is invaluable because in the future you can, this is a hardcover book, it's durable. You can come in and check exactly the investments that you did well and those that you didn't do so well. And you can learn from yourself, right? That's the best thing, to learn from yourself. And the second page allows you to jot down ego notes. So this will be things that that you just saw of interest, right? What are people talking about this project? What are other what is this YouTubers talking about this? Where is it being marketed, right? And also adoption tracking, very important, especially for a project like this. Adoption is very important. You want people, because there's no point in having a cross-border great feature, decentralized VPN, these top-notch technologies that are coming up, allowing you to integrate all these blockchains if nobody's using it. If no one is using it, then it's a useless investment, right? So you need to track the adoption. And the adoption tracking actually helps you to see whether this thing is going to explode in the future or not. Because currently, like we've already seen, on X, they've got only 2,000 followers right now, which is actually a good thing, because some of these projects which are that are really determined to scam people are going to just buy a bunch of followers. So you go here, you see 30,000, 50,000, right? But in actual terms, they've bought some X account and changed its name, or they've just bought a bunch of followers, right? But also this tells you that this is still early, right? It's only 2,000 followers right now. So you definitely don't want to be a guinea pig with your money. That's why I say you wait until they've actually launched, because in most of the cases the price always goes down from the pre-sale price that you buy in the pre-sale, the price that is defined in the pre-sale. So if you're interested into this one, subscribe to the channel, let me know in the comment section so that we can actually dive in further to actually try and see, because it seems like the people behind it are already doxed, right? So we can just try to dive in to see who is there, because most of the time when people actually dox, they just want to give you a face to the project so that you trust them, because that's why the doxed projects end up being the worst of the worst scams, right? For now, I'm not going to say that this one is a scam, right? Let's give it some more time, like we said, but just to be cautious, wait until after the pre-sale if you want to buy, but it's completely up to you. I don't want you to come tomorrow and say, Net Crypto, you made me not buy this token, now it has gone 1000x and I've missed out. The decision is yours, whether you want to get involved now or not, right? So this is my review for this one. Let me know what you think. There are a lot of red flags, and there are also some positive things about it, but only time will tell. Let's give it some time and see exactly where this is going to play out. And one thing that I just wanted to check before we close this out is to check when the pre-sale is going to. So pre-sale initiation is Q3 2024. We are already in Q4 now, right? So Q5. So this is Q3 to September, July to September. So something is missing here, right? So 2024 Q3, July to September, October to December. Okay, so this is Q4 2024, October to December. So by December, definitely we're not seeing the pre-sale being concluded, right? So how do we, okay, we move here. So January to March. So let's see, prepare for launch, Kubernetes mainnet, right? Development of chain abstraction, expand marketing efforts, deploy testnet, invite community testing and feedback, conduct beta testing, host hackathon, launch a bug bounty program to ensure network security and robustness, officially launch Kubernetes mainnet v10, launch of chain abstraction, conduct thorough audits of the blockchain, expand functionality, right? Officially launch Kubernetes mainnet v1.1, launch. So could this be when the pre-sale actually does launch, right? Which is Q3 2025, officially there, right? So if you do decide when are they going to actually launch this, it seems to be suggesting that the launch is going to be in the launch of the mainnet, right? Main network is going to be like around Q3 2025. Officially launch or we can rather say Q2. That's when officially launch Qubetics mainnet v1.0, right? So this is April to June. So maybe around Q2. So this is from April to June. That's when you can expect the launch, right? So if you do buy, because when you invest into something, you are separating yourself from your money. You need to know when are you going to be reunited, right? So it's very important. So this is something that you need to be sure of, that is this the stage where you will be able to actually gain access to your funds, right? So if you want me to deep much further into that, exactly, if you do decide to invest in the pre-sale, where you get your money, subscribe to the channel, let me know down in the comment section, and we can peruse through the white paper and figure that out together here, right? But I never advocate for buying during the pre-sale. It's also good to also see the distribution, right, of the tokens. Public sale 12%, team 11%, advisors 3%, ecosystem foundation 18, network optimization. You see, I like the distribution as well, right? It shows that it's important for the team also to have tokens, because you see some projects, everything is just going to the pre-sale and stuff, but then there are no team tokens. That just is a recipe for a token dump, right? But I do see everything does check out so far. There are some red flags that we have seen, but at the end of the day, we just need to give it some more time, see how they are going to be smashing through some of the roadmap is actually going to be one of the main determining factor of this is a legit project or not, right? So thank you for watching. You can grab yourself a copy of the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook right there on Amazon, right? So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.